me the lazy bum who hasn't been making videos. Anyway, no, I'm just playing. Thought I'd get on here and show you what I've done. I made a purchase. I have spent money. I bought an old Class C. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna be around the bush, yada yada yada. Let's get to it. I bought an old Class C and I just been piddling with it a little bit, so I think I decided to show it to you. It's not much right now. You know, I just got it. Needs some work. I gotta fix things on it, so that's where we're gonna start at right there. So let me get you turned around and we'll start looking at this thing. So what I bought is a 1979 Dodge Sportsman. It's a camper van. Well, really it's a Class B RV, but it's pretty much a camper van. Solid white, which I don't like. I'm going to be changing that. If you look right there, that little ridge, I'm going to paint that. Probably the one at the bottom. I got rusty in there right now. I've been out driving it a little bit today. I've had it for, I don't know, a couple weeks, something like that. I don't know, but I don't drive it much. But yeah, has a huge window on the driver's side. Like, that's all the living area. There's a huge window right there. That'll be the hot water heater. It's a dual axle, meaning it has 4 tires in the back, which is good, helps support the weight. That is your electrical plug for shore power. That's where I put gas in it, you know, gasoline. City water hookup and potable water tank fill. Has an AC unit on top that works. The cover's missing. I don't think I'm gonna use it because I'm never hardly ever hooked up to power. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna cover that up permanently. It's not something I don't think I ever use. But it came with brand new tires on it. As you can see, the tread is awesome. Has 6 tires, 4 in the back, 2 in the front, but they're all like brand new. That was a big selling point to me. I mean, that's a huge savings. Of course, it has a gray water and black water dump, so that tells you right there I've got running water and a restroom. But you can go in through the driver's seat of the van, or you can come in this back door right here. It has used to be a generator here. They've taken it out, which I would have done it anyway. I'm gonna use that as storage space for like gasoline for our generator. The old bucket that we keep sewer hose in, stuff like that. You know, stuff I don't want inside. But it has the ladder rack, you know, of course, to get up on the roof. Haven't put any solar on it yet. I'm going to. Just haven't got around to it yet. That's the vent for the refrigerator, which I'm gonna be taking it out. It's really old. It's a 3-way fridge, which means it runs on electricity, 12-volt DC, or propane, but it's not efficient at all. This is a 1979. Yeah, just not efficient at all. So it's coming out. That's the vent for my furnace, and you probably can't see it, but the propane tank's right underneath the belly right there. Another huge window on the side. Them's the vents for the oven and the stove. You know, it pretty much looks the same over here. Again, I'm gonna be painting it. Not the whole thing, but there's, if you can see this little ridge right here, I'm gonna paint like a stripe there, paint that little ridge, and down here. Haven't decided the color yet. More than likely I'll go with blue, because that's one of my favorite colors. And you probably haven't noticed yet, but I come over here. She had to run into town and get stuff. I just like hanging out. I'm not much on going to town. Anyway, I hung out here. I got Rusty inside. We're gonna get him out in a minute. But I came to a spot we camped at last year. Most of y'all might not recognize it. Some of you will. But it's a huge tree or bush, what do you want to call it there? I call them a bush, but there's a big one here. And last year we parked right here for a little Winnebago camper. This is where we call it the tree spot. But yeah, this is where we was at last year. Right here's where And I think that's actually the same fire pit, but right there's where we made the s'mores and everything. Sat out here one night, made s'mores. Yeah, this is the old tree spot we camped at last year. Anywho, that's the outside. Has the window up there. I'm not crazy about them. That's just something to leak and get broke. I'm not gonna cover it up, but in the future I may consider on deleting that window. I don't know just yet, but it will be considered. But let's go inside. Well, Rusty's gonna be excited. I'm gonna let him out in a minute, but oh, it's locked. Rusty, did you lock me out? Let me see if I can find my key. I hear his little tail thumping in there. Give me just a second. I only got 718 keys on here. Yeah. Hope you enjoy staring at the wall there. I didn't realize it. Okay. Now we're gonna come in the back door. Wait a minute, nobody. Oh. So I just stepped in. It's kind of dark in here, I understand. Let me open this door. Rusty's super excited. Woo! I'm gonna let him out in a minute. But as soon as you come in, right here's the bathroom. Of course, that's the front of the van. There's your driver's seat, passenger seat. There's storage right here, a little storage closet. Has a light. And you're immediately in the kitchen. Right here's the refrigerator. Some storage above it. Let me come on in, get turned around here. Now you gotta remember this is 1979. It's all outdated, but we'll be doing some work to it. So here's a little bathroom. It's a wet bath. Little bitty old sink, but that that'll work. You're just washing up, maybe brushing your teeth, shaving or whatever. Then it has the toilet, and that is the actual shower. You just stand right here on the floor. So it has a wet bath. Got to put some kind of cabinet here, medicine cabinet. It's obviously missing. Has a vent. That little fan is pretty much worthless. Them little fans they don't do nothing. That's a whole different story. So yeah. So this is the back door. We just came in right here. That little storage. That's the battery. I guess you could use it for what you want. I'm going to use it for the batteries. Then you come on into the refrigerator, and this is that 1979 refrigerator. It's coming out. I'm not going to use it. It's not efficient. Doesn't work that good anyway, so it's coming out. You have two storage cabinets above it. Then you come on in the kitchen a little bit more, which I say come on in. You just kind of turn around is all you do. But there's a cabinet above the oven. This is the oven that you see my reflection in. Where's the light at? Boom. Light in the oven. Has a 4-burner stove with a little bit of storage underneath of it. Rusty's all excited because he's wanting to go outside. Thank you, pup. Now I just went to Walmart and bought this little refrigerator. It's a little dorm refrigerator or whatever you want to call it. Works great. I'm running it off the batteries. Well, inverter. I got inverter hooked to the batteries. And this is plugged into it, and it does great. It cools down really fast. Actually, it gets cold. Sure, we're doing a lot of slurping there. Anyway, it gets cold really fast. Does a great job. I think I'm just gonna take this one out. Put the little one right here. Put it in here, and then build another. Because it's not gonna take up this whole space. So I'm gonna put it in probably up here. Then put a little storage down below it. Anyway, I got a couple cabinets here. It has 2 sinks. I just have one of them's covered up right now, this refrigerator. I put that in. There's the original faucet. I don't know what's been in these tanks. I do know they winterized it because it had that RV antifreeze in it. Not trying to drink none of that, so I installed the little 12-volt pump. Remember that was in the Winnebago also. It's not finished yet. I just got it hooked up there. Pumps mounted in there. Eventually going to be using one of these tanks, water jugs, 7-gallon. It's going to go underneath there, put the hose in and everything. That's going to be just strictly drinking water. But it has a super outdated information center, but it works. I mean, right now it says it's 59 degrees in here. That's probably right. It got pretty cold last night. And we're in the shade, so it hasn't warmed up in here much. But as you can see, this is a Chinook. It's a 1979 Dodge van, but it was sold as a Chinook. But it has, you know, gray holding tank level, black holding tank, fresh water, the water pump, battery power, and that turns, this button turns all that on. And it all works. It's just, you know, really outdated. But we'll just turn one on and see what happens. Actually, the power was already on. Didn't realize it was on. That tells you your battery level. Says it's good. I don't know. I'm gonna put the digital one in here. Tank's about fourth full. It always says fourth full. So, anywho, turn that off. Has storage space there. Storage space there. A bench that folds out to a bed. I got Rusty's blanket on there. On the other side, storage space. Storage space. Another bench that folds out to a bed. The furnace vents are right here because the furnace is underneath this bed. There go the hiccups again. The water tank storage is underneath this bed, so I was wanting to take one of these benches out to create more room, and you know, you only need one, but considering that's big old water tank underneath this one and all the furnace stuff underneath this one, it takes up the whole thing too. I guess I'm just going to leave them in here for right now until I come up with something else, some other idea. Has 1979 blinds, which it matches in here because everything else is 1979, but they'll eventually get changed. It covers up them big old windows. Then your typical overhead storage, which I've put tools and junk and whatnot up there. Might get rearranged later, I don't know, but for right now that's going to be the garage. Everything's white leather. If you'll see, the back of the seats is white leather. The console is white leather. That seat down here, that's all white leather. Not crazy about that either. I like the leather, but the white, it's going to be hard to keep clean. We'll work with that later too. Has plenty of lights. The radio on the dash plays back here. There's speakers on both sides. Right there. Has plenty, more than plenty of lights. Has one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. There was one in the back when you come in the back door, right there. There's two in the bathroom. Oven has a light. That has a light. You're not going to be in the dark here. Definitely not going to be in the dark. Anywho, that's pretty much the gist of it. The big AC unit, which also has heat on there, which again, you know, probably won't be using that, but yeah. Let me get out of here. I'm just getting hungry all of a sudden. Yeah, super hungry all of a sudden. Hang on just a second. Oh, I was trying to get you turned around and I took a picture, so anywho. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Still here in Quartzsite. As you can see, it's sunny, beautiful day. A little chilly. Today's been a little chilly, but it's still a sunny, beautiful day. And yeah, that's our 79 Chinook. So maybe I'll see you again in another 3 weeks. Nah, it won't be that long. Maybe, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna get off here and piddle around this thing and let the dog out and walk around. And we'll check back with you later. Until I see you again, God bless you.